Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, as you know that we have started an important chapter, important topic, that is some basic concepts in the organic chemistry. This very unit carries 9 marks. It is a very big unit. Inshallah, we will try to complete it as soon as possible. So far I have delivered 2 lectures, and in those 2 lectures we have just discussed the important topic, first topic, that is classification of organic compounds. Here I have just mentioned how we can classify the organic compounds. We have 2 classes. Broadly, we have 2 classes. One is acyclic. We have discussed acyclic organic compounds, open chain organic compounds. They can be linear, they can be branched. We have the second, cyclic organic compounds. These are the compounds which contains closed chains of carbon atoms. Cyclic, these are known as closed chains. These are of 2 types, homocyclic and heterocyclic. In the previous lecture, we have discussed this classification acyclic. We have discussed the homocyclic. Homocyclic, these are of 2 types. Alicyclic, we have discussed that. Aromatic, we have discussed that. Aromatic, these are of 2 types, benzenoids and non-benzenoids. It means that we have discussed acyclic, we have discussed cyclic, we have discussed homocyclic, we have discussed benzenoids and non. We have discussed these things, but here in this very lecture we will discuss the last type, that is heterocyclic compounds. This is the last class we will discuss inshallah in this very lecture, heterocyclic compounds. This is the last class with which we will deal in this very lecture, that is heterocyclic compounds. How we can define these organic compounds? These are cyclic, it is clear from the name, cyclic. Hetero, meaning they contain hetero atom in the ring. Or for example, if you have the propane, this is propane, it is homocyclic. Cyclic, but all the atoms are same in the ring, they are same, homocyclic. If you have this one, it is also cyclic. It is also cyclic, but we have a hetero atom in the ring. Hetero atom means the atom which is present instead of carbon. Here we have the carbon, instead of carbon we have the oxygen here. This atom which is present besides carbon, this is known as heteroatom. For example, if you have the butane, cyclobutane, this one is homocyclic. Dear students, all the atoms are same, carbon, homocyclic. If you have this one, instead of carbon now we have oxygen. We have this one, it is also cyclic, but we have a hetero atom in the ring. It is heterocyclic. Hetero atom, it can be oxygen, it can be nitrogen, it can be sulfur. These are the hetero atoms which are usually present in the ring. Instead of these 3 which are usually present, boron can be also present, phosphorus can be also present, silicon can be also present, but these are not usually present. You have to remember the hetero atoms which are usually present in the ring, those are oxygen, it can be nitrogen, it can be sulfur. Remember this point. Now you will be in a position to define the heterocyclic compounds. These are the compounds which contain hetero atom, oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur in the molecular structure in the ring. You can define this class as, these are the cyclic compounds. These are the cyclic compounds. These are the cyclic compounds which contains a hetero atom, which contains a hetero atom. It can be nitrogen, it can be sulfur, it can be oxygen. These are usually present in the ring. Cyclic compounds which contains a heteroatom, heteroatom in the ring, in the cycle, in the ring. Remember this point. But you have to remember the heteroatoms which are usually present, they can be nitrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Remember this point. On the basis of chemical properties, when we mention the chemical, when we study the chemical properties of heterocyclic compounds on the basis of chemical properties, chemical study, this class has been further classified into the two types. On the basis of chemical properties, on the basis of chemical study, this class heterocyclic compounds have been further classified into the following two types. The first type you can mention alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. Alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. It is the first type. The second, aromatic heterocyclic compounds. On the basis of properties, chemical properties, this class has been further classified into two categories. One is alicyclic heterocyclic compounds, second is aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds. We will discuss the first type, alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. We will discuss the first type, alicyclic. These are aliphatic cyclic. We have discussed it in the classification. Alicyclic, aliphatic cycle, cyclopropane resembles with propane. Cyclobutane resembles with butane. Aliphatic cyclic compounds, alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. How you can define these? How you can define alicyclic heterocyclic compound? You have to simply remember these are aliphatic cyclic compounds. Aliphatic cyclic compounds which contains one or more heteroatoms in the ring. Remember this point? Aliphatic cyclic compounds which contains one or more heteroatoms in the ring. For example, you have propane. It is alicyclic compound. This one is alicyclic compound. Alicyclic, we have discussed it. Acyclic compounds, the cyclic compounds whose properties resemble with the acyclic, these are known as alicyclic. For example, the properties of cyclopropane, it resembles with propane. It is alicyclic compound. If instead of CH2, if you have O now, what it will become? It will become CH2. This one. It is alicyclic, but it contains a heteroatom, that is oxygen, in the ring. It becomes alicyclic. This one is alicyclic. Now it contains heteroatom. Now its name is alicyclic heterocyclic compound. I will mention certain examples to understand this class. For example, if you have, instead of CH2, you will have O, heteroatom. This one. Its name is oxirane. Yeah, it is also known as ethylene oxide. बेटा आपको याद रखना, हमारे पास है साइक्लोप्रोपेन, ये एलिसाइक्लिक है. Now this alicyclic contains heteroatom. It becomes alicyclic heterocyclic compound. It is oxirane. If you take the case of butane, cyclobutane, instead of one CH2 we have O. Its name is oxetane. Remember this point. It is oxetane. This one is oxirane, this one is oxetane. These are alicyclic compounds. These are aliphatic compounds. They do not have the extra property of aromaticity. They are aliphatic. But now they have the heteroatom in their molecular structure. Hence, these are alicyclic, heterocyclic compounds. Now we have the second type, second class that is heterocyclic. You have the aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds. We have the aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Now it is clear from the name, they are aromatic in nature. They have the alternate single and double bonds. Remember this point, but they contain heteroatom in the ring. These are aromatic heterocyclic compounds. You can mention it, aromatic cyclic compounds, aromatic cyclic compounds containing containing a heteroatom in the ring, in the cycle. When the aromatic compound contains a heteroatom in the ring, at that time it is known as aromatic heterocyclic compound. On this point, I will mention 2 or 3 examples of this type, that is aromatic heterocyclic compound. For example, you have this one. You have this one. You have this one. I will mention these examples. You have this one. You have this one. In hydrocarbons, the last topic, that is aromatic hydrocarbons. You will understand the term aromaticity there, Haeckel rule there in the hydrocarbons, inshallah. Here we have the lone pair on the oxygen. This lone pair is involved in the resonance. जो आपने chemical bonding में पढ़ा है, lone pair can be also involved in the resonance. A lone pair can also move. Because of this movement which occurs throughout the ring, the system becomes stable. जैसे कि बेंजीन में ऐसे दिखाते हैं, आपने रेजोनेंस में पढ़ा होगा, this moves there, this moves there, this moves there. डिलोकलाइजेशन ऑफ पाई इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड, इससे क्या होता है, बेंजीन में स्टेबिलिटी आती है, इसी को हम कहते हैं दिस इज रेजोनेंस. But resonance can also involve the lone pair. On oxygen we have the lone pair. It can be also involved in the resonance. It means that it is stable. It has aromaticity. It is aromatic in nature. But here it contains a heteroatom in the ring. Hence it is aromatic heterocyclic compound. Its name is furane. Remember this point. It is known as furane. Here it is sulfur, it is known as thio, because in organic chemistry when we have the sulfur we are using the word thio. It is thiophene. Remember this point, thiophene. And this one, here we have the lone pair on nitrogen, it is known as pyrrole. Remember this point. It is aromatic but it contains the heteroatom, it is aromatic heterocyclic compound. For example, आपने बेंजोनाइड में ये पढ़ा है, you have the naphthalene. This one is naphthalene beta, this one is naphthalene. But here if you have the nitrogen, in naphthalene if you have the nitrogen, remember this point, you can remember this double bond, pi bond, single bond as this one. It is this one if you have this benzene. Yeah, you can simply remember we have the naphthalene, instead of one carbon we have the nitrogen. Remember this point, it is quinoline. We have quinoline. This one. If you have this one, double bond, single bond alternate, now you have nitrogen here, double bond and double bond. Remember this point, you will have isoquinoline. Isoquinoline. You will find all these are aromatic but they contain heteroatom in the ring. They are aromatic heterocyclic. For example, we have another simple one, pyridine. This is the case of pyridine. pyridine. You will find all are aromatic. They have the delocalization of pi, but beta, they contain a heteroatom in the ring. These are aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds. This was the first topic from the syllabus, from this very unit, that is classification of organic compounds. Now you can remember the classification as, if you have organic compounds, they have been broadly classified into two categories. The first one, acyclic और ओपन चेन. ये हमने पढ़ा है बेटा पहले लेक्चर में. acyclic open chain, they can be linear, they can be branched. ये भी हमने पढ़ा है. Remember this point. Linear or can be branched. They can be saturated. I am talking about acyclic. Acyclic can be either saturated, they can be also unsaturated. Here you have to remember, acyclic can be either linear or branched. Acyclic can be either saturated, single bond, when we have carbon-carbon single bond, or they can be unsaturated when they have double or triple bond. Then we have the second class, that is cyclic or closed chain. Closed chain. This type, it is of following two types. One is homocyclic. Homocyclic, when all the atoms are same. When you have heteroatom in the ring, that is heterocyclic. Homocyclic, and we have heterocyclic. Remember this point, homocyclic and we have heterocyclic. Homocyclic, it is of following two types. We have discussed it. One is alicyclic, second is aromatic. We have discussed each and every class. Homocyclic, these are of two types, alicyclic compounds, second is aromatic compounds. Then we have discussed aromatic, these are of two types, benzenoids, and we have non-benzenoids. And we have non-benzenoids. If the aromatic compound contains benzene rings, at that time it is benzenoid. If it does not contain benzene ring, it is non-benzenoid. Heterocyclic compounds, these are of two types. One is alicyclic, heterocyclic. Heterocyclic compound. The second, we have, if it is aromatic in nature, aromatic heterocyclic. Remember this point, aromatic heterocyclic. This is the projection of classification of organic compounds. You can remember this classification as, organic compounds have been broadly classified two categories, acyclic or open chain, cyclic or closed chain. You know the definition, when all the carbon atoms are free, there is no ring formation. It is of two types, linear or branched. It is of two types, saturated and unsaturated. The same class, it can be either linear or branched. It is the same class, it can be either saturated or unsaturated. Then we have talked about the cyclic, or you can say closed chain. It is homocyclic, heterocyclic. Homo means when all the atoms are same. That is homocyclic. Homocyclic is also known as carbocyclic because the atom is carbon, carbocyclic. We have the heterocyclic. Then we have discussed the classification of homocyclic, alicyclic and aromatic. Aromatics are of two types, benzenoids and non-benzenoids. Then we have heterocyclic, alicyclic, heterocyclic, and we have the aromatic heterocyclic. This was the first topic of this very chapter, of this very important unit. The topic was classification of organic compounds. Now we have to discuss an important topic. This is the second topic of this very chapter, that is functional groups. Functional groups. These are also known as characteristic groups. Characteristic groups. Characteristic groups. Functional groups, these are also known as characteristic groups. Remember this point. Functional groups, or you can say that we have the characteristic groups. Dear students, when we talk about the hydrocarbon, remember this point. For example, we have the methane, CH3H. This is methane, hydrocarbon. We have the ethane. We can represent the ethane as carbon-carbon single bond is there, CH3, CH2H, it is ethane. This CH3, it is known as methyl. In total, it becomes methane. CH3 and H, it becomes methane. If you consider only CH3, it becomes methyl. It becomes ethyl. If you represent the propane, CH3, CH2, CH2H, it is propane. If you consider this one, it becomes propyl. In general, this methyl, ethyl, propyl, it is known as alkyl. Remember this point, it is known as alkyl. Methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, if we have 4 carbon atoms, pentyl, in general it is known as alkyl. And we represent this alkyl as OR group. OR group means alkyl. It can be methyl, it can be ethyl, it can be propyl. Then an hydrocarbon can be generally represented. Instead of CH3 you can mention OR. Instead of ethyl you can mention OR. Instead of propyl you can mention OR. In general, how you can represent the hydrocarbon? A hydrocarbon can be represented as OH. A hydrocarbon, when we talk about the general representation of hydrocarbon, dear students, general representation of hydrocarbon is RH. This is general representation of hydrocarbon. General representation of a hydrocarbon. What the R represents here? It represents alkyl, it can be methyl, it can be ethyl, it can be propyl, it can be butyl. In general, it is OH. This is hydrocarbon. General representation of, it means that it is hydrocarbon. Now, if you want to derive any organic compound from this, what we are doing, you are replacing H by an atom or by group. In general, we will represent by group G. It can be chlorine, it can be OH, it can be nitro, it can be aldehyde group. In the 10th class, you have learned these things. It can be fluorine, it can be carboxylic group, it can be cyanide. In general, we will represent all these groups as G. It means that you have to replace H and we are introducing G. G can be atom or it can be the group. What will be the derivative of organic compound, derivative of hydrocarbon? It becomes Rg. It means that it is the general representation of an organic compound. Dear students, you have to remember general representation of organic compound. An organic compound can be generally represented as Rg. R represents alkyl group, and this G, it represents the characteristic group, the group which we are introducing into the organic into the hydrocarbon. It means that RH, it is the general representation of hydrocarbon, Rg, it is the general representation of derivative, or you can say organic compound. What is clear now? An organic compound consists of two parts. One is R part and second is G part. Remember this point. You have to simply remember an organic compound consists of two parts. Dear students, we have the first part, R part, and the second, that is G part. And inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss what is R part, what is the role of R part, and which properties the R part affects. And similarly, we will discuss what is the G part and which properties the G part affects. And inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss functional group, or you can say characteristic group. But here, the first point you have to remember, an organic compound, this is the general representation, Rg, I have shown it. It consists of two parts, R part and we have the G part. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss these two parts. Till then, fi amanillah.